Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today for this information session regarding internships with Academic Programs International, or API. My name is Jason Kova, and I'm an Associate Vice President for University Partnerships. And I am here with my colleagues, who I will ask to introduce themselves briefly.
Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Nagel, and I'm a Regional Director for University Relations and Outreach at API.
Hi, everyone. My name is Laura Bahamonde, and I'm the Program Manager for Internships at API.
Thank you both. We'll hear from Emily and Laura in just a little bit, but before we get started, I do want to just share a little bit of information about API as an organization. We've been around for more than 20 years, and we were founded by the four ladies you see in the picture here, whom we refer to as our founding mothers. And API was founded on the principle of being able to design and deliver international experiences that really and truly enrich the lives of the participants, the local communities, our host institutional partners, and everyone that's involved with the process. So before I delve too deep, I thought I'd let one of our founding mothers actually share her view on where API came from. So here's a little clip from Julie Lightman, one of our founding mothers.
At API, my co-founders and I refer to ourselves as the founding mothers. And this is for a good reason. We wanted to create programs we would want our own children to go on. We keep this perspective present during all phases of development of our programming, from picking safe locations and choosing caring and compassionate resident directors to keeping our costs as low as possible while trying to include as many educational and cultural activities for our students to create a full experience.
So as you see, one of the principles of API is to include as many things as we can to make these as really wonderful experiences as we possibly can for as low cost. We also want to make sure you know that API truly is a family, and so our founding mothers welcome everyone into the family. So we're excited to have the chance to work with you and welcome you into our family of interns as well.
Thanks, Jason. So keep that in mind as we dive into talking about internships. And I just wanted to quickly mention that we will be discussing both on-site international internships and virtual internship placements. Both are a really great way to gain global experience. So why do an international internship? Well, doing an internship domestically is a great way to gain work experience. You can see if the field that you think you want to get into is right for you. You can build connections, develop new skills, and boost your resume. So when you add the international element to that, it's a really great way to set yourself apart even more. You're showing future employers that you are not only capable of succeeding in an internship placement, but you also navigated a different cultural setting. You can really set yourself apart. You can show that you're adaptable, you're capable of working with people from all different backgrounds, and you really have the confidence to put yourself out there into this unique type of professional experience. And when it comes to virtual internships, I think it's clear that working remotely is something that's here more so than ever and is here to stay. So doing a virtual internship is a great way to build skills working remotely and to show future employers that you're capable of working from home successfully. So next, we wanted to show you what it's like to be an API intern. And this is one of our alumni. Her name is Olivia, and she did an API international internship on site in London.
Hey guys, my name is Olivia. Excuse my face right now. I'm running a little late, so I'm going to be doing my makeup in the bus on the way to work. It's going to be great, hopefully. But yeah, welcome to the day in the life of an intern in London with API. Okay, so I take the bus to work every day, and it's about a 40-minute commute for me, but I just really enjoy the time I get to relax and decompress since I'm usually so rushed while getting ready in the morning. I usually arrive a few minutes before work starts at 9 a.m. The first thing I do every morning is make myself a cup of tea. I'm practically British in that sense. Just kidding. But most of my coworkers just drink coffee throughout the day, and I've never actually seen one of them make a cup of tea, which was something I did not expect. We always stay well stocked, and then throughout the week we'll have snacks out on the table or foods from events. The amount we eat is definitely one of my favorite aspects of my internship. Not even kidding. While I'm eating, I'll check emails and then get to work on the tasks I've been given for the day. Can I just point out, I love having these communal tables as our desks. Overall, it really promotes an environment of community. Okay, so I'm a media production intern at Pebble Studios, which is a creative technology and video production company making film, animation, virtual, and augmented reality experiences. My supervisors really worked with me to make sure my assignments were relative to my area of study and my career goals. I wanted to help with the creative development department, so a lot of my projects include writing copy for different websites, briefs, or videos. I also get to help with film shoots when they come up, shadowing different job positions, and serving as a runner. We've been to some cool places like the Natural History Museum and professional rugby training facility. My workday ends at 5, so I either head back to housing and be a hermit the rest of the night doing chores, or I meet up with friends from the program. We've been able to do so many things together in and around London. It's a great city to travel from or to just stay in and explore. I hope you guys have been able to get a good idea of what interning in London looks like, and it's my totally biased opinion that you should choose to come to this city too.
So we hope that gives you a little bit of an idea about what it might be like to be an intern with API, both the professional side as well as some of the fun things you get to do on the experiences as well. So just a quick picture here to show you the different locations in which we offer our on-site internships. So you'll see that we've got quite a few different countries, both in Europe, Latin America, and the South Pacific as well. So these are our on-site programs. Our virtual internships are available in a lot of different locations as well. The placements for virtual have more to do with the kind of placement you want than the actual location. So those different organizations that you do a virtual placement with might be based in any of these different sites. So there's a lot of different options for you to choose from. And so programs in Italy are going to offer them summer only, but otherwise there's options for both semester as well as summer, which we'll talk about in just a bit.
Thank you, Jason. So this is a sample of placement opportunities that you can get through API. Keep in mind that we work with small to mid-sized businesses to make sure that students do get that opportunity, hands-on experience while they are abroad, and also when they're working virtually. You will meet up with supervisors and you will receive feedback in a better way, in a better position. One thing that I do want to point out is that we cannot get medical on hands-on type of placements, but you can work with research or any other opportunities. Just reach out if you have any questions. And for some sample placements, like I mentioned before, we do work with some companies that we keep our relationship throughout the years. You do have the opportunity to work with mid-sized businesses as well as bigger businesses like Marriott. Students do have the opportunity to participate in different departments or different teams during your internship. So make sure that you do get everything you need for your application process and get ready to go. Speaking of the application process, you do have to fill out your application requirements. You do have a minimum GPA of 2.5 or 3.0 if you're a STEM student, a cover letter, 2 letters of recommendations, preferably from professors or from somebody who knows you that has worked with you in the past, like a supervisor, your official transcript, your resume, and the university approval form, which has to be filled out by the study abroad office from your university. During the process, after you submit your application, you will have an advising session with me, where we'll go over your goals and any expectations, what you will have to do either on site or abroad. We will have a custom placement for you. And after that, you'll receive your official internship offer and you'll be ready to go.
Cool, thank you, Laura. So as Laura mentioned, the internships that we offer are all tailored to each individual student. So what we mean by that is that we don't have a list of internships that you pick one and apply for, but rather Laura will work with you to make sure that we find the right placement for you. So we'll actually go out and work to find the right company that's going to fit your academic and personal interests. So in addition to that placement, you're going to receive access to the API virtual workspace and the API Connect platform, which I'll talk about in a minute. You're also going to get a variety of different orientation materials and resources to help ensure that you're as prepared as possible to make this the best experience for you. You're going to receive a workplace and culture orientation as well, both in a virtual space as well as on-site, to help you be ready to work in the environment that you're going to be working in. Living and or experiencing it is one thing, but actually working in an environment might be a little bit different. So our resident directors or global guides are going to help make sure you're as prepared as possible to be very successful. Our on-site placements will include housing, which again, I'll talk about in a second. And then again, access to those resident directors and or global guides 24/7. So whether you're on site or in a virtual space, you're always gonna have support from API to help you along the way. If you have any questions, concerns, whether it's your housing, internship, activities, how it works, or just what you need to do for the weekend, you've got lots of different access to different support materials for you. You do have the option of earning academic credit through API School of Record through certain programs. And then Laura mentioned it already, but you're going to be working with people on site to be your internship supervisors. So you're going to get feedback all along the way. So you're going to get that from your actual internship supervisors, your API resident directors and global guides. And then Laura as well will be checking in with you throughout the process to make sure that everything is going well. So you're going to be a lot of support, and you're going to see that you've got a lot of opportunities to make the most of the experience while you're there. Another benefit of going through API is the participation in our career development or global workplace communication digital badges, which I'm gonna let Emily talk about in just a minute. But it's a really great way to really showcase what it is that you're learning and highlight the skills you're doing when it comes to working with other employers. So I mentioned housing is included with our on-site programs. So I do wanna touch on that for a little bit. The most important thing to note about housing is that all of our housing is selected based on safety and proximity. So we want to make sure that you have the safest possible location and that you are in a really nice place while you're participating in your internship. Interns typically live in apartments with other API participants, although it can vary a little bit. Our programs in Latin America and Spain offer the option of a host family. But most of the time our interns do tend to live in apartments just based on the more independent style of what an internship is. If you do want to work on your language in particular though, host families can be a great way to do that. So I would encourage you to think about that. Typically there'll be about 4 to 8 students, but it kind of depends on each individual site and how that works. So it'll vary a little bit, but they're a great way to really get an independent living experience and for you to really enjoy your time in the different locations that you're going to be living.
So another thing that's included in every API program are cultural activities. And when I was a student, I did an API study abroad program, and this is one of my favorite parts. So similarly, as an API intern, you'll be able to participate in these activities with our on-site staff or through your global guide, where you get to do some really fun things to learn more about the local culture. So both on-site and virtually, cooking classes, different tours, like walking tours or a graffiti tour around the city. You can on-site go to local sporting events, or virtually there's like club trivia or live music events, lots of different options to really help you get more involved and learn about the culture that you're experiencing. And along the way, you'll learn more about your own culture as well.
So we've been talking about the virtual space, and Emily mentioned that there's the opportunity to participate in virtual cultural events. So this is all going to take place through API Connect. API Connect is our virtual learning space where you do a lot of different things. It's where you're going to receive materials for your on-site or for your orientation and your pre-departure materials. But while you're participating in the event or in your internship, it's also a place for you to take a break maybe and attend one of those virtual cultural events. For example, you see Matteo here teaching us how to speak a little bit of Italian without actually saying anything. So just some lovely hand gestures that he's sharing with us. This is an example of some of the kind of the cultural content that's available within this platform. Emily mentioned cooking classes as well. So you might have the interest in learning how to make empanadas, or you can make tiramisu, and you can learn how to do that. So there's a lot of asynchronous things that you can just watch whenever you want to. But there's also live events that are hosted too. So it's not just watching videos, but you actually get to participate in live events that are hosted by our resident directors or our global guides. They can take you on live tours. They can host different trivia events like Emily mentioned. There's a lot of different things that are in there. This is also a place that you're going to engage with our resident directors and your global guides to get feedback on the goals that you're setting. And they'll help you along the way, encouraging you to take notice different things or try different things throughout the process. So there's a lot of interaction as well. It's not just watching videos and things like that. There's a lot of things that take place in this platform. This is also where you're going to complete the activities to earn those digital badges that I referenced that Emily's going to talk about, which are a great thing to add to your LinkedIn profile or your e-portfolio to showcase the skills that you've learned participating in your international internship, whether it's on-site or in a virtual space.
So digital badges are something that's really unique to API. If you haven't heard of a digital badge before, it's a micro credential that you earn by engaging in different activities that are designed to enhance your learning and develop specific skills. So the skills that the API digital badges focus on are the NACE skills, that's the National Association of Colleges and Employers. These are skills that employers have specifically identified as desirable in prospective employees. So these are the top attributes that they're looking for in job applicants. So what does this look like? So for example, in order to earn the Global Workplace Communication Badge, you would focus on skills like time management, communication, cross-cultural collaboration, problem solving, leadership, and so much more. And in order to earn this badge, you'll complete activities specifically designed to enhance those skills. So to do this, you'll engage with a variety of media and you'll be receiving feedback from the global staff along the way. So for the Global Workplace Communication Badge, you'll do things like develop a personal leadership mission statement, learn about leadership practices, improve your diversity IQ, examine theories of workplace motivation, and so much more. So why is this important? Well, you can use your API digital badge to show future employers what you learned through your internship. Your digital badge is a really great way to both demonstrate and certify your learning. Employers will be able to see the skills that you gained. So this is a really great way to differentiate yourself and your resume and your LinkedIn. So you can add digital badges to your LinkedIn under licenses and certificates, and an employer can click on that to see a full description of the badge, when you earned it, the skills that you built, all of the earning criteria, and there are links to a full syllabus for the badge. So they can see exactly what you focused on learning. And for you, you can click on one of those skills that you built, and it actually brings you to a job database where you can see jobs that are seeking employees who have built that specific skill. So this is a really great way to engage more fully in your internship experience, whether it's virtual or on-site, to again, build skills, differentiate yourself, and really make yourself as appealing as possible to future employers. So talking logistics for a minute, we wanted to show you the program dates. So these are the options that you have for an in-person program. We have internship placements both during the semester and during the summer for on-site. And you can see here there's a variety of lengths for semester options, and for summer options, they're all 8 weeks long with a variety of start dates. There also is an option to earn academic credit, so definitely reach out to us if you're interested in that. And then as far as virtual programs, again, different options for both the semester and the summer at different lengths. There's also an option of doing a part-time or a full-time internship placement virtually. So that can be a really great option if you're wanting to do an internship during your normal academic semester on your home campus. You can spend 20 to 25 hours a week doing your virtual internship to gain that experience while you're doing your normal classes as well.
And we also offer the option of a study and internship semester programs. So you will have 5-week intensive courses that you will take. You'll take 2 of them, and then a 7-week full-time internship for 12 credits. The opportunities are offered in Dublin and Barcelona. And again, internships are highly tailored to what you're looking for, what your goals are and your skills. Also, you'll work 5 days a week, 40 hours a week, a maximum. And the 2 classes that you'll take are critical thinking and immigration and in historical context. This is some feedback from global internships that we received from students during the summer. Students were really prepared to do an on-site program, and they transitioned to virtual programs, and they were really surprised how well it went. They had access to API Connect, to their supervisors. I would like to highlight Nicole's feedback. She said, I felt that API really took the time to actually find a company that matches what the student wants. Also, they make sure that both sides is working and making the experience good for the intern. Interns really had a lot of fun, and they had the chance to work on those skills that Emily mentioned and enhance their resume during a pandemic.
Cool. So I do want to mention that scholarships are available for our API internships. So for our on-site programs, we do offer 2 semester and 2 summer scholarships of $500 each to participants for those. There are other scholarships that are available as well based on who you are, where you're coming from, a variety of different things. So once you've been accepted into the API internship program, you'll receive access to the API scholarship application. You can see what the different scholarships are on our website. Once you're accepted, you'll be able to apply for those. So there's a lot of different ways to get some additional funding for your program that's out there. Also, I want to mention that if you do think that you might want to do an on-site program, whether it be another on-site internship or an on-site study abroad program, but a virtual internship is something you're considering, you will get an automatic scholarship if you participate in a virtual placement for a future on-site program. So if you do a virtual internship, you're going to get $500 for a future in-person summer or standalone internship, or $3,000 for a semester or quarter study and intern or study abroad program. So it's a great way to get some automatic money to help you participate in a future on-site program if that's something that you're considering.
So we wanted to take a minute to talk about precautions that API is taking right now. We know that COVID is something that's on everyone's mind. We want to assure you that API is doing everything possible to make sure that you would have a safe experience if you traveled abroad with us. We are monitoring all of the necessary news outlets and information. As you all know, it's a constantly evolving situation, so we're working hard to stay on top of it and make sure that if we do run programs, we will only do so if it is safe to do so. And so just know that if you do go abroad with API, we will be working our hardest to make sure it's as safe and comfortable and great as possible. And if you aren't able to or aren't comfortable traveling internationally right now, we really do hope that you take advantage of the virtual internship opportunities, because it is a great way to still make a global connection and have that international experience even if you aren't traveling abroad.
Cool. So with that in mind, we really wanted to say thank you so much for attending the session today. We've added some links here on the presentation. So if you're interested in getting more information, you can visit our website, apiabroad.com/fairs. From here, you can see links to all the different programs that we talked about, as well as the other options that we have for study abroad too. And you can also sign up for more information. So if you're interested in getting emails from us, you can add your name and information to that, and we'll tailor some emails to you. If you're interested in speaking with someone who's participated in an internship through API, the chat with an alumni link here is a great one for you to enter your information, and we'll connect you with someone who may have interned in the same place or done the same type of an internship that you're looking for to kind of learn more about that experience. And then you're also welcome to email us at any time with any questions, so api@apiabroad.com. So we're happy to answer your questions, connect you with Laura or whoever might be the most appropriate person to help you out. But we thank you very much for attending today. We hope that you've enjoyed this and you've learned a lot, and we hope to see you soon on an API internship.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.